Good morning, students. One more video on issue of shares. When forfeiture is done and the shares were issued at premium, those shares which were issued at premium is being forfeited. There are also several cases, 6 cases. Let's understand all these cases properly. Before that, some rules you have to follow regarding whether we will debit the share forfeiture or whether we will not debit the share forfeiture. Section 52 of the Companies Act has dealt with these rules. First of all, forfeiture of shares which were issued at premium, there are 3 possibilities. One, when shares issued at premium and premium amount has been received. That means we have issued the shares and we have received the money. Section 52 comes in this. What is that? Hold on, we will say. Next case, when shares are issued at premium and the premium amount is called but not received. Our journal entry will be based on this second part. We have to debit SPR over here. Why? We will discuss section 52. Again, when shares issued at a premium and the premium amount has not been called. Suppose shares have been issued and the premium is to be received on second and final call. Second and final call is not called yet. So we will consider shares were issued without premium. So we will not debit security premium at the time of forfeiture. Only in the second case we will debit the share forfeiture. We will debit the share. This is the forfeiture entries. This will be the called up value. This is the called up value. This is not received. Due but not received. You called but not received. In the share capital, whether you receive or not receive, everything will come. This is due but not received. This is call scenario, which is the amount not received. And this one also, amount received as usual. Only one extra entry from forfeiture at par is this one, security premium reserve account debit. That also will come only in the second condition. That is, when shares are issued at premium and the premium amount is called but not received. This is the only condition, only these 3 entries will be, all these 4 will be written. Otherwise, we will not record this one. Security premium will not be recorded otherwise. Otherwise, it will be same as share capital to call scenario to share forfeiture. That is the forfeiture entry. Let's understand section 52. Section 52 states security premium account may be applied by the company, number 1, towards the issue of unissued shares of the company. That means whenever company is issuing some unissued shares. Second, for writing off preliminary expenses. Third, to write off the expenses or commission paid or discount allowed on any issue of shares or debentures of the company, like discount on issue of shares, commission on shares, all these things. For providing for premium payable on redemption of redeemable preference shares, or for the purchase of own shares or other securities under section 68. You have to know, you know only 2 points you learn that may come in theory. Journal entry already I have told. Share capital account debit, that is the called up amount less premium. The premium amount is not added over here. Then security premium reserve account amount called up but not received. That is the important part. Then call scenario amount not received and share forfeiture amount received. Let's understand this all by doing one sum. Let's see this sum. Same sum as other videos had. 50,000 equity shares, company has asked. People have applied for all the shares. Ayan, one of the shareholder, he has been allotted 1,000 shares and he has failed to make the payment in several conditions. When he is making the, whenever he is making, he is unable to pay, we have separate type of journal entries. We have to pass the journal entries and we have to prepare the balance sheet. Okay. First of all, Ayan failed to pay the second and final call. Ayan failed to pay the second and final call. His shares were forfeited. So what will be the entry for second and final call? So let's understand the entry for second and final call. So the second and final call entry will be what? One sec, students. It's written ledger accounts to be prepared. I'm not asking you to prepare ledger accounts. Okay. So Ayan failed to pay the second and final call. His shares were forfeited. Only second and final call company has called and he has not made the payment. Has he given the premium money? Your first question you will ask. Has he given the premium money? Yes, he has given. Yes, he has given the premium money. He has made premium money paid. Premium amount received. Premium amount is received. When premium amount is received, then our journal entry will become very simple. Without SPR, our journal entry will be for forfeiture. Our journal entry will be, in this case, share capital account debit. 2 calls in arrear, 2 share forfeiture. Only the final call of 4 rupees he has not paid of 1000 shares. So the amount will become what? Amount will become 1000 into 10. The entire money called 10,000. Security premium, nothing will be debited. Calls in arrear is how much money not received? 4 rupees per share not received. And that is 4 rupees per share not received. That is 4,000 rupees. And forfeiture is 6,000. So this is the entry for the first case. Okay. First case, this is the entry. First case, we will see the balance sheet, how it will look like. Let's see the balance sheet in the first case. It will be very simple. The balance sheet will be, see, it will be authorized, issued, then subscribed 4,90,000 shares. All the shares were called, and 1,000 shares we have cancelled, so 49,000 shares. Add share forfeited. Share forfeited amount is 6,000. So this 6,000 we have to add over there. And there is a reserves and surplus because all the shares, reserve money means premium money you have received. That is shown over here. Security premium reserve as 1 lakh. That is received. Entire 50,000 ke upar we have received the what? We have received the premium money. At the time when we have made the allotment, everybody has paid the premium money. So 1 lakh we have received. So total money is 5,96,000. If we prepare our bank account, we will see 5,96,000 only. Now let's see case 2. Case 2. Ayat failed to pay the first call, and on his subsequent failure to pay the second and final call, his shares were forfeited. On his subsequent failure to pay the second and final call, his shares were forfeited. So he failed to pay the first call and he failed to pay the second call. Over here also, he has not received what? He has not received the premium money. Not received. Sorry, he has received the premium money. Over here also, just like case 1, he has received the premium money. So when he has received the premium money, our journal entry will become simple. It will be again without security premium. Only the amount you have to write. You have called up 10,000. Calls in arrear is how much? He has not paid the first call as well as second call. So 7,000. Share forfeiture is the balancing figure 3,000 which he has received. We have received for the application and allotment. One thing, dear students, I will always say you that you don't have to write in this share forfeiture the premium money which you have already received, because we are not debiting premium, so we will not write over here also premium. Share forfeiture, their premium will only come when the money is not received. So premium money is always added with calls in arrear. Again I repeat, premium is always added with calls in arrear. Premium, security premium is always when not received is debited in forfeiture entry. So when not received means calls in arrear. That means its equivalent amount will be calls in arrear. The amount of not received will be added, will be with calls in arrear. Remember it. It will be always with calls in arrear, never with share forfeiture. So second entry is also very simple, and our second entry's balance sheet is also almost similar to the first one. This is the second entry, 4,90,000 we have totally received, and share forfeiture only value is changing, which is 3,000. That is only shown over here. That is only added. And security premium, as everybody has paid along with allotment on 50,000 shares, 2 rupees is the security premium, so 1 lakh. So 5,93,000 is the total amount. 4,93,000 in share capital and 1 lakh in security premium reserves and surplus. Now case 3, very, very important case. Ayan failed to pay the allotment money, failed to pay the first call money, and on his subsequent failure to pay the second and final call, his shares were forfeited. So Ayan has failed to pay 3 times allotment money, first call, and second call. See, first call, second call, there was no premium, but the premium was with allotment. That means he has failed to make the payment of premium also. Our rule says that when premium money not received but made due, we have to pass the entry in forfeiture. So this entry will come now. This entry, share capital account debit, security premium reserve account debit, 2 calls in arrear, 2 share forfeiture. Amount total received, amount not received, security premium, amount called but not received, and share capital, whatever, whether it is received or not, whatever is called by the company. Over here, company is still calling 10 rupees per share, so it will be 10,000. Calls in arrear will be how much? Calls in arrear will be now, he has failed to make the payment of all the 3 calls with 9 rupees and 2 rupees for premium, that is 11 rupees per share. That is, this will be 11,000 calls in arrear, students, 11,000 in case 3. Whereas share forfeiture is only 1,000 received. Security premium is also how much? 2 rupees. See, this 2 rupees is with this one. If I will pass the single entry, not the compound entry, simple entry, it will be like this. Very, very important, this part. Security premium reserve, 2 calls in arrear. How much security premium reserve was? 2 rupees per share. 1,000 shares of Ayan. So 2,000 rupees. 2 calls in arrear, 2,000. This is only for security premium reserve. And the rest of 9,000, because it's coming 11,000 over here. The rest of the entry, the next second entry, the next simple entry is like this. It is share capital, then 2 calls in arrear, and 2 share forfeiture. 2 share forfeiture. How much? Share capital is 10,000 rupees, 1,000 into 10. Calls in arrear 9,000 not received, and share forfeiture is 1,000. So this 2 only we have clubbed and we have made this entry. See, it is share security premium reserve 2,000. Over here we have written 2,000, and security premium reserve 2,000, and over here also is 2,000. Then calls in arrear 2,000 over here and 9,000 over here. So calls in arrear is 11,000. And then we have share forfeiture 1,000 and share capital account. This share capital account 10,000, share capital 10,000. Thus the compound entry we have to pass. We will not pass the single entries. We have to pass the compound entry in this chapter. So our journal entries were like this only. Those journal entries were share capital. Same thing what I have done on the board is written over here. Next, our notes to accounts in this. See, in this case, our notes to accounts is a little bit changing. It is only 1,000 over here. That's okay. Our share capital is not changing, but our security premium reserve, we have not received on 1,000 shares, 2 rupees per share, though we have called but not received. So we are cancelling it. First, we had received in security premium 1 lakh, and then we cancelled this entry. Security premium reserve account debit. So 2,000 reduced. So 2,000 when reduced out of 1 lakh is 98,000, or we can say 49,000 to 98,000 security premium reserve. Now we will be doing the next 6 more cases. Same sum, little bit changes are taking place. Ayan failed to pay the first call and his shares were forfeited, and for the rest of the shares, first and final call was made. No change in journal entry. He has failed to pay the first call. Our journal entry will be same, share capital to calls in arrear to share forfeiture. Let's see the journal entry. So share capital account debit, share capital account debit, share capital account debit 6,000 to calls in arrear 3,000, and to share forfeiture account 3,000. See, we in case 4 it was what he has not paid. He has not paid the first and final call. So he has paid till allotment, and all the other shares were reissued. So all the other shares were called for. So whether all the shares called or not, our journal entry will be same regarding forfeiture. His 1,000 shares, what he has been called. He has been called only till first call. So 6 rupees per share. He has paid only till allotment. So 3 rupees he has paid, 1 rupee and 2 rupee on allotment, 1 rupee on application. And he has not paid the first call, that is call scenario 3000. In case 5B, let's understand case 5B, then we will see the journal and then we will see the, let's see first our balance sheet. All the other shares were made, the calls were made. So 49,000 into 10, 4 lakh 90. Add share forfeiture 3,000, 4 lakh 96. Reserves, everything, everyone has paid, so 1 lakh. In case of 4B, it will be a little different. Subscribed but not fully paid up. See, only 6 rupees were called. Final call was not made. So that's why 2 lakh 94. As I have already explained in the previous video also. Same thing. 3,000 and everybody has paid the premium money. So nothing to explain in this. Next, case 5. Case 5, let's read the sum first. Case 5, A and B both have more or less same. Ayan failed to pay the allotment money and his shares were forfeited. But further calls were made for rest of the shares. And case 5B, Ayan failed to pay the allotment money and his shares were forfeited and no further calls were made. No change in journal entries regarding forfeiture, whether further calls are made or not. Ayan's shares are being forfeited and he has not paid the allotment money. Not paid the allotment money means premium money also not paid. See the journal entry is same and we have called only till allotment. We have not made the first call, we have not made the second call. See, only the called up value, 1,000 into 3, 3,000. Security premium, we have not made the first call and second call for Ayan. Remember it, for Ayan. Rest of the shares, in case A, we have made the call, and case B, we have not made the call. So Ayan's on 1,000 shares, 3 rupees each, 3,000 we have called, but he has only made the payment of first and final call. He has only made the payment of, he has made the payment of only first and final call. Calls in area, let's see, I forget the sum once. Ayan failed to pay the allotment money and his shares were forfeited. And further calls were made for rest of the shares. Oh, after allotment only after allotment only we are not asking Ayan to pay anything else. That's why our called up value is 3 rupees each. He has only paid the application money. So share forfeiture is only 1,000. He has not made the payment of, he has not made the calls in area. He has not made the payment for security premium and share allotment. That is 2 plus 2, 4 rupees. He has not made the payment of 4 rupees per share, 4,000 rupees. This was our journal entry. Now we will see our balance sheet. Our balance sheet. So it is same more or less. You see our share forfeiture is only 1,000. So it will be 1,000 over here, students. 1,000 share forfeiture. Rest of the shares were all called. So 4,91,000 is our share capital. Security premium reserve is 2 rupees per share. We have not received on 1,000 shares, so 98,000. 49,000 into 2 or 1 lakh minus 2,000, 98,000. In case of 5B, when we are not making any more calls, so there will be no share subscribed and fully paid up. It will be subscribed and partly paid up only because we have not made calls to any other shareholders. We have only called 3 rupees. So 49,000 into 3, 1,47,000. 1,000 shares we have totally cancelled and his share forfeiture value, which is 1,000, is written over here. Share forfeiture, that is 1,48,000 over here is the capital amount. And reserves and surplus, he has not paid the security premium on 1,000 shares. So 2,000 less from 1 lakh, so 98,000. Now comes case 6. Case 6, what is the case? Ayan failed to pay the allotment money and on his subsequent failure to pay the first call, his shares were forfeited. And rest of the shares, second call was made. He has not paid the allotment money, he has not paid the first call also. Twice he has not paid, but he has been asked to pay. So he has not paid the first call means no question of security premium reserve, but he has not paid the allotment money where security premium reserve was asked but not paid. That's why premium is debited over here 2,000. Whereas company has called 6 rupees per share till first call. That's why 6 rupees into 1,000, 6,000 rupees. Then to calls in arrear is 5 rupees per share because Ayan has not made the payment. Sorry, calls in arrear will be 7 rupees per share, my dear students. Calls in arrear will be 7 rupees per share. Why? Because he has not made the payment of allotment, which was 4 rupees. 2 plus 2, 4. 2 plus 2, 4. And the first call 3. So 4 plus 3, 7 rupees he has not made the payment. That is 7,000. So this is our journal entry. Let's see the balance sheet of this one. Case 6, balance sheet. Same. First case, we have asked everybody else to pay. This will be 1,000 share forfeiture. 4,91,000 is the share capital. 2,000 we have not received the money, so 98,000. That means share premium we have debited. That's why 98,000. And in the next case, it will be this part will be subscribed and not fully paid. Subscribed and not fully paid. Subscribed and not fully paid. This will be there. This one is 2,95,000 the total because share forfeiture 1,000 which we have not received. 49,000 we have asked people to pay 6 rupees. 49,000 shareholders have paid that 6 rupees. 2,94,000 we have received. One of the shareholders we have cancelled those shares. That's why 50,000 we are not writing. And share forfeited account is 1,000 only. That means 2,95,000 is the capital, and we have not received. We have received and then we have cancelled security premium reserve 2,000. That's why 98,000. Our journal entry for this case was that 1,000 was only in the share forfeiture. That 1,000 only we have shown in the balance sheet. That 1,000 only we have shown in the balance sheet. So this much was the sum. Now your homework. This is your homework. You will do it. You will show it to my comment box. I will check the sum. Please do subscribe my channel, like the channel, as well as you try to give your comments and do the homework. And what else? If just do the work. Thank you, students.